Greetings and salutations, all you beautiful pixels out there, and welcome to a very special presentation here at the Maelstrom Hold. First and foremost, is you know me, you love me, you think I smell like cheese, but you're wrong. Gingerbread Man himself, Lucian Vrix, and I'm joined here today for a magnificent conversation with four legends with me here in the game. First and foremost, we got the Witch, the Mistress, the Enchantress, and all those cool things. Bonnie Abomination, how you doing, my guy?
Hi, I'm stoked to be here for episode 2 of our podcast.
And also, you know her, you love her, possibly, I don't know your life. It's Baby Ducks. How you doing, girl?
Hi.
And of course, her better half, her only other half, it's the professional himself, Ducks Epicness. How you doing, Ducks?
Glad it's Friday. Glad to be back on the podcast.
Definitely. And last but definitely not least, we have our special streamer guest, fourth chair. Of course, it's Radiation Knights. How you doing, man?
Yo, what is up, guys?
Technically, it's a 5th chair.
Well, my chair don't count. My chair's a throne. But that's not important. What is important are the following questions. Grand Theft Auto 6, will it live up to the hype? Will it be worth the price? How long should a game be supported after its release, like HellDivers 2 or Mortal Kombat? Should teabagging get you banned at a video game? And if you eat too much pizza, will you float away? 3 of those 4 questions will be answered here tonight, possibly based on opinions. So without further ado, let's get to it. First and foremost, we got Grand Theft Auto 6. This trailer dropped 10 days ago. What's y'all's thoughts on it?
I'm really
trailer.
I'm really excited for this game. I've been waiting for it forever, and I can't wait to actually play it.
You want to actually play it? Okay. What about you, Bonnie? Let's get intro thoughts out of the way first. Let's go intro thoughts.
I hadn't even seen the trailer because I'm not really a GTA person, so the hype is wasted on me.
Is it? What about you, Baby Ducks? Baby Ducks.
I think that we've had too much time in between this game and all the other games, and it's just not going to be as good.
And last but not least, Ducks, how you doing, man? What do you think about GTA 6?
I mean, yeah, it looked good, but there was no gameplay from what I've seen. And I've seen a lot of game trailers in the past with great graphics in, the beginning, and then to be let down. Now, I'm confident, this game will look good still, but $80 to $100 for a game that can make a lot of money on microtransactions afterwards.
Well, here's the idea. I'm sorry. Here's the idea I want to go by. They claim that the trailer was, it goes on his idea, was filmed strictly in the engine with gameplay graphics, giving a more cinematic feel. Does that sway your opinion, Ducks?
They said the same thing about Killzone back in the day. You remember that?
I remember Killzone. I definitely remember them saying that about Killzone. You're not
May I
wrong.
interject a moment?
Now, I still think it'll look fantastic for, the generation of gaming we're in. But I don't think it's going to look quite that good.
Okay.
The screen is on the now loading. It's switched from showing us all on Discord.
It should be.
So I don't know if it's picking up any of the audio if it's on that screen.
It should be picking up everything.
Well, it says now
They're
loading.
feeding us a bunch of lies.
I promise you, it's not now loading. You might be falling behind.
It was showing all of us, and then it just went to now loading.
Did you accidentally
I reloaded the
rewind
page,
it?
and it's fine now.
But anyways,
Okay.
I was just concerned there was problems. Never mind. Sorry to interrupt.
So here's what I want to go with. Here's my question on it. GTA 5 has been in the full swing for 13 years. They haven't said anything else about it until GTA 6 got leaked, and of course, then they've been kind of pushing forward towards it. Are you going with the hype that they're pushing towards that it's going to be bigger and badder than GTA 5?
Yeah, it's estimated to take $2 billion to make, and it's taking longer than the Burj Khalifa. I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong, but I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about.
I'm not really sure what you're talking about, but you're saying it's taking a lot of money, it's taking a lot of effort, a lot of time. talented people behind it. Has Rockstar lied to y'all in the past?
No.
I'm gonna go ahead and open up the floor to conversation for y'all because I've been kind of leading it a little bit.
Well, Fluffy Bard says after the milking they did with GTA 5 Online, I think it will be a cash farm for the publisher.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna take control of the conversations for a little because I have a little opinion on it, and I feel like we're kind of stagnant a little bit. The main point I'm trying to get to, here's what I'm trying to find out. There's questions on whether or not the game's going to be 60, 70, or as much as $150. Where do y'all draw the line? Let's open the floor up there.
Well, it depends on how much gameplay there is in the actual game. Like
I draw a line at
Mario,
60.
yeah, like the new Mario Kart costing what, $90, I find to be absolutely absurd.
Okay.
Like you said in your TikToks, it's gonna have like 10 hours of gameplay max, and then like you're gonna bring it when friends are over.
I won't lie.
And
I've put easily 300 hours into GTA 5. I've played it multiple times. I've 100%ed it several times. I picked it up again last Christmas to play with the Babos, and it still holds up well. So with 13 years to improve it, I can't imagine it not being worth at least $80, $90, in my opinion. I'll get my money out.
Yeah.
I will say this one's based in like Miami, right?
Vice City, yes.
Yeah, it looks way more like Florida this go around than the last Vice City game we got.
Wasn't that
last Vice City game we got was on PSP back in 2003, I want to say?
Well, then he's not wrong.
Exactly.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and hit some final thoughts on it before we change the subject to go through it, because apparently, we don't really have a lot of hard feelings about it. Not much is known. So I'm going to go around the table
Yeah.
quick, a little final thoughts, and then we'll hit comments to see what's going on there.
Well, I'm personally of the opinion that I don't think any game should be priced at more than $50 or $60. I don't care how nice the graphics are, because most games they'll either end up having a cash shop or some kind of subscription or premium service, and they're gonna make their money anyways. There's no need to price a game higher than that at all. I don't think that's right.
Okay, Ducks, you're next.
Oh yeah.
Fuck. Yeah. Sorry.
You good?
Yeah, cat slid down my chest with her claws.
Ouch.
I think I agree. They're definitely gonna make their money through their shops. They don't need $150 game. That's gonna probably take money away from them in the long run, I think.
If I'm paying more than $60, there better not be a single thing that I cannot get through gameplay that they want me to buy.
Okay. Radiation?
Going back to what Bonnie said earlier about having a subscription, I'm 90% sure they actually did make a subscription called GTA Plus.
Exactly.
And it,
Like
and
they're
they're
gonna
probably
make
gonna
their money.
and they're definitely gonna bring back shark cards in this one.
Well, what's your final thoughts on the mentality of it? Like, do you think you're going to buy it? If you do, what price do you think is
Yeah.
fair for it?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy it, and I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be the $80 to $90 range.
And you're willing to spend $80 to $90 on it?
Yes.
I'd definitely pirate it before that.
I think if you're willing to spend that much money on it, then you're part of the problem.
I won't lie.
You're making it okay to have it that high.
I won't lie. If I'm just gonna put my final thoughts on it, Rockstar has not disappointed me since 2001. And honestly, their money they put into it, their passion projects, they don't like flood the market with games. I wouldn't say I'd pay $150 for it. And I would definitely, if it was over 80, check reviews before I bought it. But I could definitely see me getting $100 worth of content out of it if it's bigger than GTA 5 like they promised. But that's just my thoughts.
Rockstar is disappointing me right now.
How is Rockstar disappointing you right now?
by thinking about pricing their game more than $60. Brand new games are $60. That's just the rules.
Exactly.
That is just the rules.
Hard take right there.
Hard take
Fluffy
right there.
Bard says, if a game costs that much, it should be no microtransactions,
See, that's
no
what I'm saying.
content, or nothing. Like, if you're
Yeah,
going to price it that high, give me the entire game. I agree.
Yeah, you should have absolutely access to everything, and there should not be a single thing that you have to pay for that you can't also get just by playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else going on in the comments, Bonnie, before we hit our next topic?
Gorilla Suplex also commented, what, you don't have loads of expendable cash? Nah, I don't.
Bitch, I'm poor.
I'm a broke-ass bitch.
I'm just going to give y'all a little bit of a streamer note. If y'all are worried about cutting each other off, it's going to happen. Just go for it. Because there's a lot of awkward silences there in the middle that we're going to have to edit out later. Just let you know.
I'm trying to interject when I see comments as I hear pauses between. So if I'm over talking people a lot, that's why. But Fluffy Bard says, well, they did scrap all further plans for both GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 because they made bank with milking the online part and shat on everything else.
Wait,
Good point. I have been pretty consistently let down with the online aspects of the games.
do you think GTA 6 is going to influence GTA Online? Perhaps a new city?
I don't think they're gonna continue to update GTA 5's online. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have their own online for 6.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Dux, you want to take the next topic about Activision?
Yeah, so Activision has been putting some bans on people, putting some rules down. Said there is no griefing. I think there's no teabagging, and what else was it?
They called it diddling. Or diddying.
What?
Diddying.
The hell
Yeah.
is that?
Yeah, I'm chronically online and I don't even know what that is.
Somebody look it up. We need a fact checker on this. What is diddying
I
in the
don't-
context?
I don't
feel
want
like
that in
that's
my
something
search
I want to
history.
Google. Yeah, I don't
Who
want
wants
to.
that
I think it's just another name for teabagging.
You know what? I'm gonna look it up right
I
here.
don't
think so.
I'm looking it up.
I'm not
I'm looking up live.
traumatizing my FBI agent.
Call of
I don't-
Duty.
I don't play enough of these type of
Diddy.
games to know this lingo.
Can someone explain the Diddy thing? Let's hit Reddit.
I could totally text my brother. My
God.
brother freaking loves Call of Duty. He's like obsessed with it.
Thousands of
I
13-year-olds.
only
Wait,
found-
real quick. Thousands of 13-year-olds think they're being clever edgelords by using titles like Diddying, Cosby, and Free R. Kelly, Michael Jackson, because they think it's being funny. They're trying to do rage bait. It's just a cringe, nonsensical, stupid way of harassing people.
So that's just Zoomers.
Okay,
being
okay,
stupid.
so let me point this out. If 13-year-olds are the ones using this context, and Activision put that out, that is something that's being done, that means they're acknowledging all the people playing their games that are below the rated age.
Yeah.
So a lot of the rules
Yeah.
they're putting in place are for people that technically shouldn't be on it, which agree
I
with or
mean,
not,
It sounds
but
like
To be
Blizzard
fair-
is having to parent kids because their parents can't do it.
To be fair, all of Call of Duty is like 90% 13-year-olds. If they banned the 13, like if they actually cracked down and banned the 13-year-olds, they would have nobody playing their games anymore.
I don't think they should just ban all the kids from playing the games. But
If they ban all the
I-
kids from playing Call of Duty, how am I supposed to win? I can't win if it gets people like Ducks. Ducks.
I don't
story.
think they should specifically cater to them either.
True story. Ducks set up my computer years ago, and to test it, we tested it out on Black Ops Cold War. And he played 2 matches on my computer to make sure everything worked properly. And he was so good at that game, I lost the next 12 matches due to skill-based matchmaking.
Hey,
It took me so long to even get a kill because he put me on a higher tier.
Skill issue.
I gave you a win in sticks and stones, though.
That is fair. That is very fair. So please don't ban the kids from Call of Duty. I need prey.
That other context sounds wrong.
Oh, wait,
Gorilla
that's true.
Suplex says, Activision, quote, our executives can harass people into self-harm, but griefing is too far. And
Oh,
Fluffy Bard
shit.
says, shit kids being shit. Nothing new there.
That's fair.
And
So-
Snow says the game rating is solely to get consent from the parents.
So here's the question. Also, Power Classic Snow says that her fantastic boyfriend knows what diddying is. Please feel free to inform us on the chat. I would love to get a proper description because I still don't know what the hell diddying is. But the question is, should...
Try asking your son.
Fuck no, I'm not including my son in on that. He doesn't play Call of Duty.
Even
Oh,
worse, he might
valid.
actually know.
Ooh.
With the kids that he talks to, probably.
So here's the question. It's not what is diddying or is it cool. Should it be a bannable offense is the question.
Honestly, I think I get that Blizzard is trying to crack down on this kind of griefing, mean behavior. But like, just back to when we were kids, like, people said terrible things online. Hell, I've had terrible things said to me just playing Fortnite. And like, it's a game. If you don't like it, mute or block people. And if it's not hurting anyone, yeah, I guess it constitutes as online bullying. But you know what? I think our society needs to have a little more bullying lately.
All right.
Muting
We need
someone
bullying
doesn't
for the
stop them from
children.
diddying, though.
Well, you know what? You could always sign off the game and sign back on to another match. It literally doesn't affect you at all unless you let it.
Apparently,
So it's just to help deal with
Bullying
people
is
that are
just
whiny
character
bitchy babies
building.
about it. Exactly. Maybe don't be someone that people want to bully. I don't know.
Bullying keeps adults from being fucking creeps.
Oh, wait, are we condoning bullying here at the Maelstrom Hold?
We're having a lot of
little
hot
bit.
takes this round.
Yeah,
I just
that's
think
true.
some people
Look, a whole
to
lot
not
of
be the way
bullying
they are.
a problem. A little like a little sprinkle of bullying, like a little sprinkle of trauma is good for children. It makes them into mostly normal adults.
Radiation, are you going to condone bullying?
No, I don't think bullying is good unless they bully you first. Then you have the right to completely skin them.
Is it
I
considered
was bullied
bullying,
growing
though,
up,
at
and
that
look at
point?
me. I'm normal.
Are you sure?
You just proved the biggest case against bullying.
Right. Yeah, I'm taking my stance against it now.
No, honestly, real talk. I got bullied a lot in high school. It sucks, but like online gaming, just
Okay,
sign off.
Okay, hold on. I want to introduce a new question into the topic. Do you consider teabagging, b-bagging, or whatever this diddying is? Apparently, can't be told because it might get us deplatformed for discussing it. Bullying. Good at in-game action
No.
without any vocal stimulation. Be considered bullying.
No, absolutely
I mean,
not.
it's just a game.
Yeah.
If you're gonna
I
get your
have no
feelings
idea-
hurt over a video game character doing something to your video game character, I think you need to go cry to your therapist.
Not gonna lie, I'm waiting for the response from the only other person here who probably actually does play Call of Duty.
No,
Me?
I don't think it is.
Yeah, I don't think it is either, personally.
So what's
Yeah,
the
I mean
solution?
it. Take
Stop being
crouching
a
out of the
little
game
bitch.
entirely.
Damn.
No
Yeah.
one can crouch anymore. Dolphin dives only. just like the best Call of Duties.
I had a solution, and this is my thought on it. What if instead of banning people for teabagging, v-bagging, diddying, taunting, cosbying, and all the other jazz that people like to do apparently, what if instead of banning them, they just put them in a match with other people who do that shit?
Like if
That's
you
just shadow banning.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah, like what GTA Online does for hackers.
Yeah, they already do that stuff, and it already doesn't work.
It doesn't work?
Not very well.
Can we find where Activision Blizzard headquarters are and bully them into getting them to take us away? He says,
I'll look
I would
switcheroo.
love to teabag. V-bag?
V-bag.
I would
When
love
women do it,
to
V-bag.
V-bag a CEO of some large company. I don't even care which one.
Okay.
Like assert some dominance.
Right.
Fun. Would you
Steal your
mind-
money.
Okay, let's hit some final
Still the
thoughts.
one is crazy.
Let's hit some final thoughts on this topic. Unless y'all have more you want to discuss on this.
No, I
Look,
think pretty much everything's been discussed.
Let us teabag.
Well, when I think of griefing,
the
and
people.
especially with Blizzard in mind, I just, of course, my brain has to go back to when I used to play World of Warcraft. And yeah, it sucked when you got spawn camped. in the Alliance for being dicks. I always played Horde for life. That sucked, but you know what? I could just sign off and come back later. You know, it didn't affect me that bad.
Okay.
So, like, it's a game.
I
Get
vote
over it.
that we add more sounds to the soundboard because I don't feel like I have enough.
We can
Not
definitely
on the
do
topic.
Yeah.
Put that in the suggestion
can-
box and then pull a number and wait your turn.
that.
Ducks, what's your final
But-
thoughts on the topic? And Bonnie, you still got more?
I was just gonna say, griefing is just a part of online competitive gaming. Get over yourself.
Yeah, bro.
It's not even a part of online competitive gaming. I do that in single player games. I grieve NPCs for the fun of it.
He bullies
I
me
will-
when we play
I will-
together.
Yeah.
Joe, what the fuck, cat? Go.
Go
Are
ahead.
you talking through my headset? Because it
Gorilla
looks like yours is muted.
I'm talking.
Gorilla Suplex says if they had a good report system and actually did the legwork to enforce it, then that's about the best you can do. Otherwise, they are hampering the game with all this half-hearted whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Baby Ducks, did you want to add anything in?
No, but I am gonna leave for a second because I'm starving.
Okay.
Stop starving.
Well, I'm trying.
Okay. And Radiation? And then I'll wait after you.
Yeah, I personally think it's very stupid that they're banning teabagging and stuff. Cause yeah, you're gonna get teabagged if you suck at the game. Just get better. And plus, like, if you're getting bullied, there's this wild thing called a block button. I know it's very crazy for some people to think about, but it's a thing.
Mhm.
All right. So now, for your viewing pleasure, Power Classics No had her boyfriend text me what diddying is.
And you're going
And
to show us?
I'm going to tell you. I don't want y'all to tell me if this changes your stance on the bullying. Apparently, diddying, according to the kids, also known as cosbying and other things, is a mechanic where you can take a player as a hostage and use them as a bullet shield. But people are not using them as a bullet shield. They're then running them into a corner back and forth to simulate sexually assaulting them.
Oh, I've seen that. I thought that was
Oh.
funny.
Oh, and even better is the proximity chat with it.
Oh, God.
Does that change your opinion on bullying?
I
No,
mean,
'cause-
just sign off.
Yeah, like it's an online game. You can't. It's not actually real. It's not gonna hurt you.
No one's making you stay there.
Yeah.
I'm going to put in a hot take. I'm for teabagging. I'm for taunting. I'm for a lot of it. I think that's a little far.
I mean, it's a little fucked, especially since it's probably more experienced adult players doing it to shitty children players. So that is a little fucked in that case.
That
So I can see why they might be banning it. But like when I've seen videos of it, I kind of thought it was funny.
Hold
Also,
on.
if it's so big a problem, they can just take that mechanic out.
Yeah,
That
just
is
like-
true too.
That is fucking fair. I think we're gonna drop it on there because I don't think it's gonna get better. If it's that big of a problem, remove the body shield mechanic. Because honestly, I'd rather have somebody taunt me than to use my death to benefit their victory by using me as a bullet shield. That's
Yeah.
just me. I think that mechanic in a video game that already simulates murder and death and warfare, glorifies war. It's kind of fucked that you can then use players as bullet shields. That's kind of
Have you heard about war?
About what?
Have you heard about war?
Yeah,
what
yeah,
goes on in it?
Yeah, I'm aware what goes on in war, but from a person who plays Mortal Kombat religiously, using someone as a bullet shield in a competitive game, a little fucked. It's useful in war, I get that. In a war game, it really doesn't have a place. You know?
Yeah.
This
That's-
reminds me of all the CS:GO matches where I go in the hallway second.
No, they're not dead. That's fair.
Living human meat
So-
shields.
Exactly.
So, you go, Bond. Go ahead and take out those comments, and we'll move on to the next topic.
Already read that one. Gorilla Suplex says that sounds unhinged as shit and is psychopathic behavior.
I
And you
think-
might be right. You might be right.
I think we can all agree there.
Mhm.
So, anybody have anything else you want to add before we switch topics?
Nope.
I'm good.
All right. This just in from Super Earth. There is a massive content patch that got released for HellDivers 2 a few days ago, adding weapon customization, bringing back the Illuminate to invade Super Earth, as well as a lot of other quality of life fixes that has brought a lot of attention back to HellDivers 2. While at the same time, Mortal Kombat 1 has announced its definitive edition, while speculation and rumors of a Combat Pack 3 and new expansion story were in the rumor mills, it's been completely nullified, with the definitive edition pretty much causing the end of game support for Mortal Kombat 1. So the question is, with these games being almost equally old, where do y'all think a game should end its support post-release?
Me personally, I think if there's like another game that comes from it, so like GTA 5's online with GTA 6 coming out. Like, I don't think they should continue to update that online for 5.
Okay. Bon?
I don't know, honestly, because I mean, I'm someone that used to play a lot of MMOs, and every time like one of my favorite MMOs got shut down, it made me sad. But like, you can't expect them to keep servers and maintenance up forever. Like, they're gonna have to move on to other projects eventually. So
Well, we're talking more
I
like
think you should just enjoy the game while you can.
we're talking about more like single player games, like story games, stuff like that. Like
Hey, but why would a game that's like a single player contained experience need support?
Yeah.
okay. Well, think of it like this. Kingdom Hearts 3, you got it day one, you had it beat within a week. You were disappointed that a $6 game only had about 20 hours of content in it.
Yeah,
So,
but that doesn't mean I want to pay for DLC.
so you don't think a game should get any support, you should be happy with whatever you fucking get?
I think they should make the entire fucking game if they're going to sell it to me, and don't be a freaking tease about it.
You're all
So no, I shouldn't need support. They should just what's the word I'm looking for? Deliver and like produce an entire complete project.
I think that microphone being knocked away tells us that Baby Ducks is back. Baby Ducks, you have anything you want to weigh in with?
I think you get 6 months to add anything else to your game, and then after that, it just is what it is.
Why do you have an echo?
I don't know.
I think just don't release unfinished games.
Ducks, you're oddly quiet.
I was waiting my turn.
Go for it.
Yeah, I mean, having like DLC and extra support and expansions is nice, but at the end of the day, you are paying more for the same game.
So,
But at the same time, especially if it's like an online game, it needs to have support for longer.
Yeah,
But
that's
should it be free when they stop supporting it?
okay, well, take HellDivers, for example. All their content updates have been free. Their war bonds you have to pay for. War bonds you have to pay for, but their content releases have been free. That's still support. Does that change your opinion on it?
Not really. I do think a lot of games, it's going to be kind of specific with a lot of different factors,
Okay.
with even how able they are to continue to support it.
Okay. So, y'all are against live service games and all that?
I mean, I think if it's a single player game, it
What's a live service game?
shouldn't need to have live service.
So, a live service game is a game that's built around the concept of like weekly and monthly updates and changes, like Fortnite.
Oh, gross.
Fortnite's free to play, but every month they change the map, they add new skins, new unlockables, stuff like that. Like, it's a game that's
Well, it's different because
constantly
it's an
being
online game, though.
we're talking about online games.
Oh well, I mean, yeah, that's gonna need updates then if it's that kind of game.
Okay, we'll take Infinity Nikki. That game just
I
got
got bored of that game.
yeah, but it got a new content release recently, didn't it?
I don't know. I got bored of it and I quit.
I've
Plus,
never heard of that.
that game is just designed for you to sink money into it, and I'm not going to do that.
Oh, Bond.
Yeah, all I'm hearing is release the full game, stop charging more.
Hey, I don't like live service games. I thought Diablo 4's whole mentality of we're going to release a game and then release the extra content to make you want to keep playing it months after people stop playing it was kind of bullshit. So
We're gonna release, and then we're gonna release the game, and then we're gonna release game, and then we're gonna release the game. and then we're gonna release the game again.
Bon, you want to take that
Uh,
comment?
Yes, Gorilla Suplex says games should eventually have to be updated to work with newer systems. However, if the company wants to still update it, let them. People who love the game can still keep playing it. And that's fine. If people like those kind of games and they like that type of like delivery of the game, cool. That's good, great for them.
I won't lie.
Oh.
Sorry, go ahead, Sess. Sorry.
I was saying, I don't know. It just feels like they're just trying to like release their game that they've already released like 500 times, and that kind of gets a little annoying because I want to be able to play it when I get it and play all
Yeah.
of it.
All right.
All right,
Sorry, go ahead,
I'm
Ray.
gonna have a yeah, I'm gonna have a hot take here. I think that
Absolutely not.
I think Fortnite is a game designed to have you sink your money in.
Oh,
With
for sure.
like, yeah, because like I haven't seen anything original from them since like chapter 3.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and alter the question right after Bonnie reads that very hilarious Gorilla Suplex comment. Heard her laughing at
He
earlier.
said live service, more like leech service. Am I right?
Ah,
Yes,
nice.
yes, you are absolutely right.
Har har har.
All
You
they
missed
want
your
is our
cue for the
money. They don't
soundboard
even
there.
care about us enjoying the game. They just want us to pay more money.
I'm gonna go and deviate for a second. We're gonna change the conversation slightly. Because Power Classic Snow says it's fun to watch a game build to something fun, but don't milk it too much. So, live service adds it to a game to increase it to keep you playing. Early access adds to a game because it released early and the game's not finished and they keep building up. Is there a difference in the two where one gets past and the other one doesn't?
A little bit, I think.
We want to
I
care to
think
elaborate?
that. Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
like-
I was trying to get my thoughts in a row.
Okay.
My ducks in a row. I was trying to get my ducks in a row, and you messed them all up, and now they're running in all of the different directions.
My bad.
Can you repeat
Why?
the question too?
Okay, so live service games are games built on a platform of releasing the game now, adding content as it goes to keep people playing to increase the profit of the game. Early access games are games that release before they're finished and release content to get the game up to a point where it's worth owning. Is there a difference to you? Does one get a slide and the other one doesn't? And if so, why?
Yes, I think early access games do get a slide since you're helping people technically with the game, finding like bugs and stuff. And
I think people who do the early access should get a cheaper version or free version of the game.
Ooh.
yes, definitely.
Sometimes they do actually. Like I've gotten some early access games and it was way cheaper than when it was like officially released.
Yeah, but that's not like a AAA like standard.
That's true, yeah.
I'll never forget
Usually
getting
indie projects.
what was it? Fucking it was before Zephyr was here. About 12 years ago, Bon and I got $20, 2 copies of 7 Days to Die, full price. Now that
Mhm.
game had its full release back last year and it's $45 now.
Honestly, it
Oh,
looks a lot better than when it originally came out, so
Yeah, I
Well,
have
that's
7
kinda-
Days to Die actually. It's a pretty fun game.
Well, that's kind of what I'm talking about. Is like when you early release a game, everybody else is kind of working as like I don't want to say developers, but we're testing for bugs and we're reporting bugs and we're playing the game in order to have them update it in a way that would be better that they wouldn't have access to had we not played the game. So I definitely feel like an early access game or someone who does do an early access game should get it at least a steep discount. And when the full version comes out, have access to that full version, seeing as how they have already paid for that game.
Ducks, you're
Yeah,
awfully quiet, man. Oh, I'm sorry, Radiation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, but I lost my train of thought. Shucks.
Oh no, the ducks!
Oh no, they're
and-
heavily irradiated now. Oh no.
well, I'll let you gather your
Okay.
thoughts for a minute. Another comment from Gorilla Suplex. Early access is used to help develop the game into something better or what it will eventually be. Live service is straight up just nickel and diming a player into an oblivion. And
Yeah,
Well,
I agree with
totally
that
agree with that.
because a lot of indie developers, like, they don't have the budget of AAA games. And if we can help them develop their game into something better, like, I forget who was just saying it earlier, like, they don't have the means to beta test it themselves. So if we should get it for a discounted price if it is early access, because we're helping them develop the game in that case.
I definitely agree with that. And as far as live service goes, I mean, there's a couple way games can do live service. They can sell you the maps and more like gameplay mechanics and stuff like that later on, or they can stick to something that is strictly like cosmetic and visual, and anything that might actually change the game, I think should be free. I think they should only be able to sell cosmetic stuff later on, because you should get the full game right off the bat if you're paying full price for the full release, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I will say this. I just want to go out and say this. I hate cosmetic DLC. Started with horse armor for $5 on Oblivion. That was the first cosmetic DLC fucking ever. It was trash then. Now, if I want to look like Venom while playing Fortnite, I gotta spend $20. If I want to play Dragon Ball Super in Fortnite and be Goku Black for 5 seconds of shooting Rick Sanchez in the face, I gotta spend $20. If I want to play as Predator in Mortal Kombat 1, that's $2.99. But God forbid, if I want to look like Predator in Fortnite and use the same guns as everybody else, I gotta pay $20. That pisses me.
I'm pretty sure Predator was actually a Battle Pass skin, so you can't get him anymore. Not 100% sure on that.
That makes it so much worse.
Yeah, like, I freaking hate games with Battle Passes.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that game type of module. It's getting old.
Daily login missions type of
Mhm.
games.
Dude,
I don't
I'm
have
just
time to
tired
play a
of
game every day.
games
I don't
trying
want a
to
chore.
get all of our money. Games are meant to be enjoyed, and like you're meant to like actually have fun and like playing it. If it starts feeling like a job, or it starts draining your bank account where the only thing you're able to do is play that freaking game because you have no money to do anything else, it's not really fun anymore.
Very good thought.
Yeah, I agree. And I used to be like an avid MMO player. Like every single day I would need to be on World of Warcraft or Elder Scrolls Online or Final Fantasy, whatever. I would play those games. I would sub. I would play them religiously. But now, as I'm just finding I don't have the time to sink into those kind of games anymore, or to let them like just funnel all my money into them, I'm much more content buying, usually on sale, a single player game that has no DLC. It's all in one package. I can just sit down and enjoy it, and I don't need to log in every day and do this and that. I don't need to pay anything extra, and I am much more happier gaming that way. I mean, online games are fun occasionally when I want to play with my friends. Like, we play Fortnite occasionally, and that's fun, but it's not something I'm going to sink every single time of my gameplay time into.
Yeah, no, me and the lesser ducks, um, we love those like cheaper like stream games. Like we've played so many of the like $5, $10, $15 like games on stream, and they have been so good and so entertaining and has kept us going for like hours playing. Like one of the games we play super duper regularly is what is it called? The adventure whatever?
Oh yeah, adventure mysteries. It's just like
Adventure
a point and
mysteries.
click adventure
And
game.
it's so fun, and I think we spent like $3 on it.
And every like couple months they release a new story in it for free to play. And
Really?
it plays out in like chapters. Yeah.
Right, and it's like, and like why can't more games be like that? Like if you're going to update your stuff, why make me pay the almost full amount of a second game just to get the quote unquote upgraded content for your game when other games are
Oh,
doing it for
That's
way
it.
less
That's one
and
of
for
them on
better.
stream. You
Makes me
found
think
it.
of those old I Spy games.
They're so fun.
Yeah,
I
kind
love
of.
them so much.
I
Me
would
and
like.
Lester Ducks play it all the time.
I'm gonna be the devil's advocate here for a second, and I want to
No.
give credit where credit's due. We've been trashing on AAA companies. We've been trashing a little bit on Grand Theft Auto. We've been trashing a little bit on Activision. 'Cause let's be honest, they fucking deserve it. But I want to give a
Maybe they
little bit
should
of
stop
shout
being
out
trash.
to Ed Boon and NetherRealm Studios. Because as much as I did not enjoy Mortal Kombat 1's story that much, the gameplay was kind of crisp. But long after they had a lot of characters you could buy, a lot of predatory style DLC with currency and all that, they did something that was so original Mortal Kombat that I loved. Are y'all familiar with the Floyd download?
No.
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 Okay, so quick answer. Raise your hand, metaphorically, of course, if y'all know about the secret fights in old Mortal Kombat games.
Not really, no. I didn't really play the old ones.
Okay,
Yeah.
quick history lesson, if y'all will indulge me. Anybody?
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm indulging.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we're waiting. Go on.
Please proceed.
Indulge.
So when Mortal Kombat came out back in the 90s, I believe 90 or 91, they only had limited space on the motherboard for it, and they could only have so many characters. Matter of fact, Shang Tsung was put in as a character that uses other characters' moves because they couldn't fit another character in limited space. What they did make room for was a palette swap version of Scorpion, made him green because it saved space, and now it was Reptile. He was the first hidden fight ever in a video game. Ever. Like in a fighting game, first hidden character, you couldn't even play him. You had to you had to find him by doing special tips and tricks kind of things. Word of mouth spread hard. How do you find Reptile? A lot of people thought he didn't exist because, oh, you're fighting him on a hidden stage below the pit. You know, that kind of thing. When people found out about that, rumors of Mortal Kombat spread deeper. Then you had Ermac, same thing. Kano transformations, Mortal Kombat 2. It became almost a tradition in old Mortal Kombat to have secrets, hidden things you could find, right? Y'all with me so far?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So after
Yeah.
Combat Pack 2 came out for Mortal Kombat 1, Chaos Reigns, it was kind of overpriced, but it had some good shit in it. I enjoyed the story. People started noticing when they did certain things in the game, they would get a token. It was a pink token, and it said Floyd next to it, and you hear a guitar riff. All they knew. My NetherRealm Studios never announced it. They never showcased it. They never acknowledged its existence. They actually didn't even acknowledge it for 3 months until like a week ago. The trailer for the definitive edition came out, and he was in the trailer. The fan base got together. Hundreds of thousands of people got together and helped curate a perfect list of all the challenges you could do. So if you did 10 of them, you got to fight Floyd. He was a pink ninja named Floyd. That's fantastic.
That's great.
And I've never beat him. He is a fucking bitch in a buzzsaw. I cannot beat him. I can't even land a punch. I urge you to show like him fighting. He's fantastic. But everything with it was snuck into the game. There was no patch notes for him. There was nothing. It was just people finding him and showcasing it. And it felt so Mortal Kombat like. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
felt so ancient Mortal Kombat. It was crazy. What's y'all's thoughts on that?
I think that's cool because I always like secrets and Easter eggs in games because it always gives you more to explore after you like finish the main game and stuff.
Yeah, that just adds to replayability, and that never hurts the game.
It was hard. I
Yeah,
spent
like-
like a week trying to unlock the fight. Not him, just the fight. You know?
Yeah.
I just wanted to give a shout out to NetherRealm Studios because they actually did something cool with the live service model, and we give a shit to a lot of people. I just wanted to like acknowledge when a company does something cool.
I'm just now seeing the footage because my live's a little delayed. I like that you
Yeah,
found
me too.
Floyd.
And that's also the stage you see him in. That's the stage that was made for the trailer of the game, and up to this point, you couldn't even play in that stage. And when you beat him, you unlock the stage, which is pretty cool.
His health total is 1337.
Oh wait, hold on. I don't understand. Oh, he's elite. Fuck.
Yeah.
Ah. I didn't notice that. Also, mind you, he is a super fucking hard fight, and he doesn't even get a cameo. He has no one helping him.
Oh.
Bonnie, you want to go and take the comments? Catch us up on comments? I think all the way back to
Well, we're having to rewind the conversation a little bit,
that's
but
good. That's good.
Gorel Suplex mentioned that in regards to development, early access, that type of thing, Larian did this to great effect. I had 100 hours in Baldur's Gate 3 before it hit version 1.0. And I think that game's development went very well. I hadn't finished the game yet, but I've enjoyed it.
love Baldur's Gate. I haven't finished it yet because somebody that's supposed to be playing with me won't. And
Somebody
then,
who's a lesser duck.
oh, it's not the
It's
lesser
not
duck.
me.
It's not?
I'm over here like, oh shit, is she talking about me?
Oh,
I guess she
you
was.
know who you are. You know what you've done.
Someone who's an even lesser, not duck.
I'm a Viking. I don't have time for Baldur's Gate. I'm doing Viking things. He says, knowing he's going through a solo playthrough.
And Pyroclastic Snow said, I think skins
How
should be
could
purchased
you?
through in-game currency that is earned through regular gameplay, regardless of game type. Customization is for the player. I hate when companies nickel and dime you for customization. And I agree. One of my biggest things that I personally love about games is being able to customize my character in any way that I want to. Like if a game just
Like picking out my
does
dick
not
size.
if a game just does not let you customize at all, like Fortnite's got preset skins, but how about you just give me a base model that I can like put different outfits on and change the hair color? That would make me extremely happy. Like, yeah, cool, I can be Hatsune Miku, but I would be much more happy if I could just have like a base model that I could customize.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else
Like-
did he say?
What else? What now?
Comments.
That was just comments about haha, Pink Floyd, his health was elite. Pyro said that was good.
Well, that's all the topics I wanted to discuss today. Did y'all have any topics y'all wanted to discuss?
I just when we had one more.
Nope.
Am I going
just the
crazy?
three. Bonnie usually handles the upcoming indie games that she has her eye on.
Yes, and there's one that I am pretty hyped about. I used to, when I was on my own Twitch, I was streaming Ori and the Blind Forest. I did not finish that game, but from what I played, I really enjoyed it. And from those developers, Moon Studios, they have a new game coming out that is actually currently in early access called No Rest for the Wicked, The Breach. And it's the award-winning developers of Ori and the Blind Forest and The Will of the Wisps comes No Rest for the Wicked, a visual precision action RPG set to reinvent the genre.
Ooh.
Whoa.
So I got my eye on that. It's currently $40, which I think is kind of much for an early access game, so I have not purchased it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, $40.
I do intend to play it at some point. I'll probably wait for it to go on sale, however, because I'm a broke bitch.
Okay. Any other games y'all looking forward to?
I saw one recently. I don't remember the name.
I'm not looking forward to it anymore because we just finished playing it, but Split Fiction was pretty fire.
Fiction was good.
Yeah, look. So we played the first one. Oh goodness. It Takes Two.
Yeah.
And
And
after
A Way Out. A Way Out came first.
Did we play A Way Out?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember playing that. Okay, anyway, so apparently I also played the other one, but I don't remember that. So he probably did that with his other wife. Anyways.
Yeah.
Accuse. Less
So anyway.
soundboard, more talking.
Matt.
I really liked a lot of things when it came to the Split Fiction, but I was kind of disappointed it didn't have as much like interactables that It Takes Two did.
Okay. I like
Like-
Split Fiction a lot more than It Takes Two. Mainly because
Really, I kind of preferred It Takes Two.
you preferred killing the elephant?
Yes.
How dare you?
Also, speaking of killing the elephant, did you see the
Spoilers, I haven't
Easter...
finished the game yet.
Oh,
Apparently, not everyone in
That is
chat has
the
either.
one scene I've seen from that game, and that shit was heart-wrenching. And you thought that was funny?
well,
I haven't seen anything of either game.
I didn't think it was funny. I'm not saying that it was my favorite
Like,
thing.
you laughed when she did it.
I did not. He is a
Like,
dirty liar.
maniacally, I got a
He
little
doesn't
scared.
know. He doesn't know anything about anything.
That poor elephant.
Anyways, there was just so much to do and interact with, and so much more gameplay. I felt like in It Takes Two than Split Fiction. Don't get me wrong. I loved Split Fiction's storyline over It Takes Two.
I will back you up on that because I didn't really like the later levels of It Takes Two, but my wife really enjoyed the snow globe level in It Takes Two. She had such a great time. She spent more time going from object to object, playing and interacting with everything in the snow globe village than she did in like half the game we played in Split Fiction. Like the Babos really fucking just took the snow globe level and ran with it.
There's more gameplay but less vibe.
Globe. Well, yeah, and it feels like for more vibe, we sacrificed more game, and like I don't know why, like they couldn't give us more interactables and more like little side things like they did in It Takes Two, because that was what I was super excited for in the Split Fiction, is going into all of these like super cool like science-y and like dungeony worlds and being able to play with everything, and I couldn't do that in this one.
Okay.
Split Fiction's very linear compared to the first one.
I will say the levels all around are more fun to me. Like there's less to do, but they feel more unique to me. Like they flow better in my opinion.
Like I like the gameplay more for sure.
I can definitely agree with that, and I really like it was really pretty. Like the game itself was just absolutely gorgeous.
Like no spoilers, there is a point where you're doing side stories in one, and usually if you're in a sci-fi, the side story will end up taking you to a fantasy and vice versa. And we were in one fantasy. It was very calm, very cool. I was vibing. It was fresh off work, and I remember sitting on the couch and I was playing for like 20 minutes with the Babos, and we're doing our fantasy thing, and we go to a little side story, and suddenly we're falling from the sky robbing a train.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. That one was so much fun. I love the train thing.
And it was just from like 0 to 100 real fast, and I couldn't keep up. It was whiplash. That's what I like from games like this, and I feel Split Fiction delivered.
No. Like I said, I really love the gameplay in it. I really loved it was so pretty, and it played so well, and it was so much fun.
Great story.
Yeah, the storyline was fantastic. I just really wished it had more like outside interactables. Like that is my only complaint, is that I just wish I could more open world it. Like not fully open world, but kind of like it was in It Takes Two.
Okay. More silly time.
Yeah, right.
Oh, we get to put someone on blast here. Power Classic Snow says, Cosmic, that's the member of the Maelstrom, Cosmic Whale Shark. Cosmic and I started Split Fiction. We haven't touched it since. We were at the shape-shifting part. Ooh.
That's right near the beginning, too.
Ooh,
right, isn't that like the second?
Sweetie, will you help me shame Cosmic?
Shame.
So,
I think putting me in charge of the soundboard was a fantastic idea, guys.
We do need to add more sounds.
All right, so I want to bring up one more game.
I also have another game I want to bring up before we move on to the final segment.
Please go for it.
10 o'clock, so hurry up.
Yeah, a game that I recently put out a demo gameplay video for. It was a very short demo gameplay, but damn if it didn't make me want to actually buy the full release, which does not currently have a release date. It's not even an early access. It says to be announced. And it may not be as exciting and cinematic as Split Fiction, which I have not played. But I'm a bitch that loves puzzle games. And it's a very simple tactical dungeon crawler-esque type game where you've got a party of 4 heroes, at least in the demo. And the way that you play the game is you just take one hero, swap their spot with another hero, they attack, and it's turn-based. Very simple gameplay, but it was actually really enjoyable. I liked it.
You can say the name?
Oh, yes, sorry. It is Guards 2 Chaos in Hell. The developer is Battlecruiser Games, and the publisher is HeroCraft BC. You assemble a squad of 4 fearless heroes and embark on a deadly journey through the circles of hell. Inspired by dark myths from around the world, battle legions of demons and challenge the devil himself.
Oh, that
I
sounds
will
fucking
definitely
nice.
be getting the full game whenever it is released because it's a simple game, but I really enjoyed it.
All right, that sounds good. Any other games y'all want to discuss? We're going to our final segment, which is not going to take long, and then we're going to finish up.
Yeah, I have one.
Um,
It's so I've seen a couple things about it. It's Chernobyl 2. I've been waiting for that to come to console since the first game was really amazing. It was a unique blend of horror and sci-fi, which I have not seen much of at all. And the gameplay is absolutely amazing. The music is epic. I definitely recommend playing the original and number 2.
Speaking of things that are
How do you
original,
spell that again?
we'll drop a link. We'll drop a link. Chernobyl Light. But speaking of things that are original, that are fantastic, and deserve more awareness and love, that's the reason we brought Radiation Knight here.
Yo, what's
Radiation
up?
Knight 76, he is a live streamer here who's joined with us about a year and a half ago at the Maelstrom Hold. And he has been dropping his content with us, and I've followed him since day one that I met him because he is fantastic at his content. He is fantastic at what he puts out, and he plays some awesome games. If you're a fan of games like Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Fallout 4, Phasmophobia, and so much more, be sure to check out Radiation Knight 76's channel. Link in description when this is done and edited and all that. Is there anything you want to tell us about your content, Radiation, about what you do? Your passion, your love, and anything you have for streaming.
Yeah, I just play what I love to play with family and friends, and I generally just am really carefree of what I do.
Okay?
Also, I joined here October last year.
Yeah,
It's
probably less
been
than
a
a year.
little, yeah.
Well, hey,
Tiny bit.
don't blame me for wanting it to feel like forever. I love it. What is?
He's also one of our members of the Maelstrom Hold that we have a creator page for, which we offer for all members that are content creators.
Ooh,
If you want to throw his page up.
tell us more.
Well, a content creator page on our website is something that can be utilized much like a link tree or a card. It's a profile page that we will put up for you that'll have your logo, any information you want to share. We'll link all your socials. We'll put like your #1 most played YouTube video. We'll put a Twitch account. What's the word? I can't think of it. Embed.
Yeah.
And we offer this for all content creators that want to come and be part of the Maelstrom.
But speaking of being part of the Maelstrom, thank you for being here with us tonight. Whether you're stopping in or you hit that like, follow, subscribe, wherever you're watching us on, you're with us for a minute, you're with us forever, but we'll take you as far as we can. Because here at the Maelstrom Hold, it's not just about the strength of the hold, but the love of the Maelstrom. Speaking of that love, I'm going to pass that on to you because my name is Lucian Vrix, the gingerbread man himself. Thanks going around the table to Bonnie Abomination, Ducks Epicness, Baby Ducks, and Radiation Knight for joining me today here at the Maelstrom Minutes, where we talked about so many things, and I hope we answered all your questions, and I hope you had a great time. And if you did, let us know in the comments down below. And here's a question for next time. What game are you looking forward to that you're too ashamed to admit? Let us know. But until then, I'm Lucian Vrix, this Maelstrom Hold, and we'll see y'all next time.
Bye-bye.